Hi everyone, in this video we'll show you how to change the rear tyre of a Ninebot G30 Max. We've done our best to make this tutorial as detailed as possible, using all of our best tips so that you know exactly how to proceed. This is not the only method out there, but we hope this one will help you the best. Okay, let's get started by removing the yellow stickers so we can access the screws. If you have a hairdryer, you can heat them up to make them easier to remove. Run the blade of the cutter under the sticker to lift the first part and remove it. Unscrew the two screws of the plastic cover with a 2.5mm Allen key. Repeat the same procedure on the other side of the G30 Max Ninebot. Next, put the scooter on its back. Now remove the 18 screws of the cover with a T15 Torx spanner. The Segway engineers have thought of everything, and now the motor inside the scooter must be disconnected in order to change the flat tyre. Once this is done, the cover can be lifted and put aside. If you follow the motor cable, you can see that in order to remove the wheel, you have to unplug 3 motor wires, brown, yellow and blue, as well as a 4th cable connecting to the controller. Right, let's unplug the brown cable. The blue cable, and the yellow cable. The 4th cable cannot be unplugged just like that. That would be too easy. First you have to unscrew the 2 screws that hold the controller to the chassis with a 3mm Allen key. Unscrew the first one on the right, then the second one on the left. You can now lift the controller and disconnect the motor connector with the 5 small red, yellow, green, blue and black wires. Then you have to take the motor cable out of the scooter. For those who might be wondering, no, I didn't disconnect the battery before disconnecting the motor cables. The reason is that Segway had the brilliant idea to stick a warranty sticker on the connectors. But anyway, let's continue with a flat spanner on an 18mm socket and unscrew the 2 nuts on the rear wheel axle. Then you can remove the 2 lock washers. Now that the motor is disconnected from the scooter, you can lift the rear wheel and lay it on its side. The next step is to remove all the air from the tyre. This is done by pressing on the tyre while pressing in the middle of the valve. Alternatively, you can simply remove the cap from the valve. Let's take the tyre off the rim. To do this without any effort, use a table corner and 2 strong clamps. To avoid scratching the rear wheel, place a cloth on the corner of the table. Then place the rear wheel of the G30 Max on the corner of the table. Tighten the edges of the tyre with both clamps until the tyre bead comes out. Once the first sidewall has been removed, simply turn the wheel over and do the same on the other side, to dislodge the second sidewall from the tyre. Here are 2 more shots from different angles so that you can see the technique. Now that the tyre is no longer locked to the rim, it can be removed. To do this, start by tightening the edges of the tyre with the clamps. Protect the cables by putting them in a small plastic bag. And now push the motor down so that the pinch part of the tyre fits into the rim. By doing this, the top part of a tyre rises to the top and can be pulled out much easier. To make it slide easily, add a little soapy water around the tyre. You can also add some on the edges of your Hercules tyre levers. And now you can pull out the top part of a tyre using your tyre levers. Once half of the tyre is out of the rim, you can remove your clamps and continue to work your way around the rear wheel with your tyre levers. Then lubricate the other side of a tyre and take it out by hand. Now we'll see how to mount a tyre on the rear of a Ninebot G30 Max. First, check the direction of rotation of the motor in the tyre. The direction of rotation of the tyre is indicated on the side of a tyre. Place the motor on top of the tyre. You can add some soapy water around the tyre and the rim, as well as on the edges of the tyre levers. Insert the first part of the rear wheel into the tyre and gently push the motor into the tyre, working around it with a tyre lever. After installing the first sidewall, go back to building mode with our clamps. Bring the sides of the tyre together by clamping the edge with the clamps. Then add a little soapy water to the edges and push the clamp part inside the rim. Now you can lever the tyre over the rim with the tyre levers. Remove the two clamps and press on the edges of the tyre to centre it around the wheel before inflating it. Since the Ninebot G30 Max has tubeless tyres, you have to pump a lot of air in one go. A large amount of air has to be pumped in all at once, so that the tyre beads fit into their place. Usually you can hear a good slap when the edges of the tyre stick to the rim. As far as pressure goes, the maximum recommended pressure is 3.8 bars, which is equivalent to 55 psi. Here I remove the valve cap to deflate the tyre. Put the cap back on to re-inflate the tyre. There are many tricks to successfully inflate a tubeless tyre. We're not going to cover them all here, but here is one of them. If you see that an edge is having trouble getting into position, don't hesitate to add a little soapy water to the edge of the tyre slide over the rim. We can now mount the rear wheel of our G30 Max. Run the cables through the frame and slide the wheel axle onto the rear fork. Put the rubber sealing cover back in place. Reconnect the cable to the controller . and reconnect the blue cable, the brown cable and the yellow cable. Then tighten the controller to the frame with the 2 screws. Tidy up the wiring a bit and close this box for good. Replace the 2 lock washers on the left and right of the axle. Fix the rear wheel with the 2 nuts. Put the scooter back on its wheels. Complete the installation of the new tubeless tyre by replacing the covers and stickers.